Welcome to the Ringgold Band video series, Ringgold Rapid Responses. My name is Cindy Miller-Aungst and I'm past president of the band. In this series, we'd like to introduce to you members from the Ringgold Band and the Ringgold New Horizons Band and give you a glimpse of their lives outside of rehearsal and performances. Today, I have with me Bob Anthony from the Ringgold Band. Hi, Bob.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, just fine. So good to see you.
Good to see you too.
And good to be seen, I guess we can say too. All right. What section of the band do you play in?
I'm in the great tuba section.
Yes. And that description, that adjective is very very well deserved in the Ringgold tuba section because you are a force.
We are very fortunate to have the players we do.
I know, it's amazing. What an amazing foundation to our sound we have. Do you serve the band other than playing?
Well, I have served in a minor capacity as a tutor to one of the New Horizons players on string bass.
Yes, Dennis. Knowing Dennis a little bit, I'm sure that was an experience.
For both of us, yes.
He has quite a sense of humor. How long have you been with the band?
Well, I joined in 2012, so I guess that would make it 8 years.
Oh my goodness. When I say this, I don't mean it in a bad way. It seems like you've been with us for a longer period of time. I mean, because you've just really acclimated and been such an important part of the band. So.
Well, thank you for saying so.
Well, it's true.
I've really enjoyed my time there.
Well, and we love having you. Do you remember your first gig or a memorable moment with the band?
Well, I don't remember the first gig, but oh yes, I do. Coming to think of it, was the spring concert.
Okay.
But I think the most memorable was our road trips to Erie, and also the one to Woodbridge, New Jersey.
Oh my goodness. The Erie trip, which we called our world tour.
Oh yes, you know, it reminded me so much of my Navy band days when I was on the road with them.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because my next question is, what was what did you do in your previous life before retiring?
Well, I was a Navy musician for 22 years. And so I played all over the world, and I played for kings, queens, presidents, movie stars, astronauts. It was fabulous.
I think that would be an amazing career. Yeah.
It was. But when you get older, it gets kind of harder to do.
Right. The travel gets a little older.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then I think you had another career too, didn't you?
Well, yes, after the Navy, I got my teaching degree and I taught computers to the elementary students in Tulpehocken.
Oh my. Wow. How long did you do that?
I taught for 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a career. And now are you totally retired?
Oh, totally.
Okay.
The only thing I do now is play music and I've been writing arrangements and compositions for the Troubadours.
Oh, tell us about the Troubadours.
Well, the Troubadours is a tuba euphonium quartet. We have 2 euphoniums, 2 tubas, and we started together playing at Christmas time for Tuba Christmas.
Uh-huh.
It just kind of snowballed. After that, we enjoyed being together, so we started rehearsing and we started to increase our repertoire. And as a matter of fact, I think we have the largest euphonium tuba repertoire in the area, because I think we have a total of more than 80 Christmas tunes. And more than about 100 other styles of music. And I've been arranging all kinds of music. I even composed the March of the Troubadours for the group.
Oh my goodness! Now,
Yeah.
are all the Troubadour members Ringgold Band members?
All but one. One of them is New Horizons member.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you played for, I think you played entrance music or almost cocktail music for our dinner concert. Is that
Oh,
correct?
right. Pre-concert music for the dinner concert.
Right.
Sure. That, so we play up at Cabela's at Christmas time for the Salvation Army, and we played at a Pearl Harbor Day celebration over at what was the place over at there's a home over in the south of the Reading area. I forget the name of it at this point, but anyway,
The Heritage, maybe?
the Heritage, that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
And so we played over there, and we play at the Shoemakersville Seniors Club, where I'm the entertainment director. As a matter of fact,
You have an in.
I have, yes, you would say that. So we played there quite often, and then gee whiz, we played at the Mission downtown Reading at Christmas time.
Oh, uh-huh.
Right, that was interesting.
I'm sure it was.
But it's a lot of fun to just take 4 players and of the bass clef instruments and be able to perform all kinds of standard music. Of course, when we get done with it, it's not standard anymore.
I'm sure it isn't. I'm sure. You know, there's a real push toward low instrumentation. Even in my world, which is the flute world, there's they just started a low flutes convention, and there's a lot of music being written just for alto bass and contrabass flutes. So
it's it's a very mellow sound, and the nice thing about this is when we get advertised somewhere, a lot of the people think, oh, this is going to be loud and I'm not going to like it. And
right.
When we get done playing, they always are come up and they say, that was a lot nicer than I expected it to be, because it's really not loud, but we've managed to achieve a very nice blend together.
Yeah.
And the fact that we have such a variety of music, it really changes people's views towards the lower instruments.
Yeah.
I mean, I've even arranged a Tijuana brass number, Spanish fly.
Really? I would love to hear that. Maybe when we can get back together again.
Oh, yes, that would, whenever that's going to be, who knows?
I know. Well, when the band gets back together, is there a piece in particular that you're really anxious to perform?
Well, I gave it some thought, and there's so many that I really like. But I think the one, if I had to name one, I would have to say Victory at Sea.
Oh, well, that is very appropriate for you.
Yeah, you can understand why I would say that.
I can understand it. But that, my band director in high school introduced that to us. And I didn't really appreciate it. I enjoyed it, but didn't appreciate it until we started playing it with Ringgold.
Well, that has an interesting history, because it was written as music for the TV series Victory at Sea back in the 1950s, right after World War II. And it was all about the war in the Pacific. Anyway, Richard Rodgers was commissioned to write that. Mm-hmm. And it's one of the most descriptive pieces you can, when you think about war at sea and the way it was back then.
Yeah,
it's very descriptive. And because of my background, every Navy band I've ever been in, it's required. You have to play that.
Oh, really?
But just so that you know, I think other than the School of Music faculty band, the Ringgold band performs that the best that I've ever experienced.
Wow, that's really quite a profound statement.
Well, I mean, it's true, and I can tell you, as the high quality Navy musicians I've played with, they still they're constantly being rotated in and out.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have this consistency of players, the same people all the time.
Right.
And that's something that's when you get used to playing with the same people, you almost start thinking alike. You know what to expect. You achieve this beautiful blend,
Yes.
and it's very hard to do that when people keep coming and going.
Mm-hmm. It is. So, is there anything that you would want people to know about the Ringgold Band?
Well, it's I believe it's got a very extensive history. I mean, it goes back to before the Civil War. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the fourth oldest band in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Third. I think we might even
oh,
put there a third. I think so.
okay. I thought it was.
Right. I think there's some discussion between 3 and 4, but
Well, I know probably the Allentown band is number 2,
right.
and I think the Marine band's number 1.
Right. Right.
But in any case, it's got a very nice history, very long history, and all that tradition that goes with it. And it's also famous for being the band that was the last band John Philip Sousa conducted.
Yes. We
So
do that distinction.
the Ringgold Band is known around the world just for that reason.
Yes. Well, Bob, thank you so much for agreeing to be a part of our Ringgold Rapid Response. It has been a delight talking to you. We certainly hope we can get back to making music together soon. So this is Cindy Miller-Aungst and Bob Anthony from the Ringgold Band signing off until our next episode. Bye.
Bye. Bye.